Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in today's video we are going to take a close look at the Virtual Pinball Mini Sharpin machine. It comes with quite some different peripherals. We're going to talk about it, what are we going to get, what can we do with it. So stay tuned, consider subscribing and let's go. What are we going to get with the kit? We're going to get the cables that is needed to connect the buttons with the encoder board. Here we have the USB cable for the encoder board with the tablet. But with tablets we're having different connections, so we're going to get this micro USB to USB, and of course we're going to get this Type-C. So all the peripherals that we're going to need to connect your tablet to the Sharpin Pinball cabinet. But what is the Sharpin Mini cabinet? What it's made of? That is something that I just wanted to show you in this video, because that's the reason why we make videos. Basically what we're going to get is the 3D printed thing, plastic device. It's more like a shell where you can stick your tablet in. Basically that is what it is. Keep in mind, so why not understand of this is a prototype, so this is not the final product. He sent me this just to check it out for you guys and how to experience it. It comes including buttons, as you can see, they're very nice. I think these are more like semi-clone buttons, very cool. In the inside we're having the encoder board. Just the basic encoder board that is needed, that can basically be used for many systems. And as you can see we're having bolts. This is just a little bit basic, but the reason why this is again a prototype, so I think he will change it when we're having the final product. But the product itself is fully made of 3D printed plastic. It feels quite nice, of course a little bit lightweight, because yeah, plastic doesn't have a big weight to it. So let's take a close look at what kind of tablet we're going to use in this. Okay, so I am going to use this cheap China tablet just for the review, just to make this thing complete and play some games, because I just wanted to show you how it works and what is my personal experience with it. Keep in mind, if you're going to get a cheap tablet, most of them are not very powerful. This is not even a full HD display, so the experience will be different depending what kind of tablet you're using inside the Sharpin Mini. Alright, so we're having all the cables that we're going to need for connecting the buttons. And he also has a manual how to do so this is going to be a very easy thing to do. Alright, so I grabbed myself some different cables from my own collection, just they're a little bit longer, so connecting them will be a little bit easier. So what we're going to do now, when checking the manual, there are some differences between the big cabinets, simply because we don't have the same amount of buttons, and the other thing is that we don't need to navigate with the buttons in the menu, because we have a touchscreen now. So what we're going to do, these are the front, and here we have two at the left, one for the flipper, one for the tilt, and that's the only thing that we need to connect. Okay, so I'm finished connecting all the wires. I put them together. You can always use something else to wrap them all up. It's more like a spider web now, but you're getting the point. So the next step we need to do is grab ourselves the USB cable. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to assemble it with my Chinese tablets. Yes! The very strange thing that you need to take in consideration with my tablets, for example, we're having here at the side my micro USB cable. Some of them have them at the bottom or whatsoever, so keep in mind that you need to take in consideration that your tablet is even compatible due to the size and the way that I need to use my cable. So this is going to be a little bit tricky. As you can see over here, it goes in like this. So I need to slide it in, and when it's in, when I'm a little bit lucky, I can still use it. Okay, so I already tried with some little bit of measuring, seeing if I can slide it in like this. Be very gentle. Maybe in the real product, the final product, that you did a little bit of filt over here, so that we don't damage the tablet. This is just a cheap tablet, so for making a video that's not a problem at all. But as you can see now, I have no idea how to connect my cable. So the next thing that I'm going to do is see how I can do this, because this is a little bit tricky. Okay, so what you're going to get with this version is that I needed to modify the cable itself. Would not recommend doing it, because simply with this product being released, that will have a tiny hole at the side where you can just stick your cable in, so you don't have any problems whatsoever. Let's see if I can position it a little bit more, but this is the best of what you're going to get, and that's what we're going to do with the video. The next step, we're going to connect the cable over here and just see if we can use it. And the Android device recognizes the encoder board, so we can set it up for Zen Pinball. Okay, so for the final step, what we need to do is putting in the cable, and we're going to fire up the encoder board, and let's see if we can get some things going on. The LED indicator is going on, so that is a very good thing. Okay, let's turn it around. Cable nightmare! Go away. And let's see. As you can see, we can move, so this means that we can play. Alright, so if everything is connected and everything connected correctly, we can now move the cursor, or you can just use the flippers in game. So I'm very curious if the first time setup works like a charm. But then there's the question, what can you play on it? Zen Pinball is just the best way to go to, in my opinion. Even with an old tablet, it runs just fine. Sources Layer is where we're going to get for free, if you're downloading that from the store. The other tables, you just need to buy them separately. What I really like about it is that you can choose basically the table that you really like to play and want to buy. They go around from €1 up to €3 each. So it can be very expensive if you want to buy them all, but there are quite some different tables, up from Jurassic Park, Marvel, Star Wars, Zen Pinball itself, and other game-related pinball tables. So when it comes to Zen Pinball, I think this is the best way to go to when playing on this machine. So before we go into play, you need to go to the settings of the Zen Pinball, simply because when you're pressing, as you can see on this option, we can see we're having swipe for nudging, but we don't need it because we're not swiping. Touch for controls, that's also a possibility. Or use the gyroscope and touch controls. And then the gyroscope is the most convenient thing which you can do. Okay, I'll give you a quick example with the nudging what is possible. And as you can see, with the combination of vibration, it's a very funny effect. It works very well. Alright, so what we're going to do is launch the ball with this button. My tablet has vibration function, this is a very cool addition to the gameplay. I've chosen two buttons for the flippers, the left and right for nudging. Now we can play some Portal on Zen Pinball. Well, what I really like about it that I have no delay with the buttons whatsoever, and it's just fun. And we're also having the touch function now, because in this game it is especially made for a telephone. So now we can play like a real flipper and touch the display like it should be. Alright, touch it again. Yeah. So that's pretty cool, and the experience is completely different than when you're playing it on your phone.
Look! Skeletons! Let's get out of here!
There's also something you need to take in consideration if you want to go back from the menu or from the game in the menu whatsoever. And with my tablet I have more like a software return button, and if you're having one you need to physical press. That is also going to be a problem because there is no way to press your button to going home. Alright, so who is this Sharpin pinball machine for? Or better said, controller. I think if you have an old tablet laying around, you can make this machine and just have a mini virtual pinball. Zen Pinball is one of a few apps you can play, and I think it's just a great way to play it like this. It's just a completely different experience, even if it's just a controller. This is just an easy way to go to if you want to play some virtual pinball games, and cheaper than this I think there is no way cheaper. Maybe you just build your own machine, but this is more like a plug and play solution. As you can see, you only need to wire a couple of cables and you can't mess it up in my opinion. It looks funny, I'm a big Sharpin fan, but it doesn't influence my personal opinion. I just wanted to show you from the start what you're going to get building this machine and show you how to connect it. But at the end, the experience is very positive. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this? Would you consider buying something? Do you have an old tablet that you want to slap in this Sharpin machine? Consider subscribing, hit the little bell. Stay safe, stay strong, stay positive, and stay wicked.